what you let me go through this real quick. All right, so in the beginning, what you have in the beginning is a broken grappling hook and nothing else. Now, things to note when you first start this game, you're gonna have to build a walker. You need a very good means of transportation because you're in the desert. You're gonna need water. You're gonna need to learn how to craft. You're gonna need mats for the initial walker that you build, which is a firefly walker. Pretty legit. I like it. You can travel on it. You can put your campfire on the back here. Um, so what you need to do in the beginning is you gotta craft a beating stick, which is a very, very cheap, not reliable weapon to kind of kill animals, get the materials from them, hide, and whatnot. And then gather other materials such as cactus for water, which you can either bake or eat raw for water. And then other things like animals and whatnot you find through the map or whatever oasis you're in. The mats that I noticed, oh man, you you can get off the ground as wood. You can get fiber, other mats also off the ground. What is this guy doing? Once he's got an upgrade Firefly. Those wings on the walker actually make it go faster. So I'll show you exactly what you need to do. So right now we're just getting cactus and then a little bit of materials and then we'll start doing things. Okay, so now in the beginning when you craft, you have a tech tree you can go into. You got vitamins, equipment, crafting, construction, and walkers. Um, Crafting you'll go into first so you can get your first campfire and begin from there. And then walkers, which is your reliable transportation, you can start to build walkers. So my first walker was a Firefly walker. It tells you the mats, it tells you everything you need to build the entire walker from the ground up. Obviously, you can dabble into whatever tech tree you want to first, but my first recommendations would be your crafting and your walkers. Now, when you start crafting like equipment, like water jugs and whatnot, those are obviously things you need for basic survival in any game. You could do that. But what you'll do is get some equipment in the beginning, bandages, beating stick, crafting tree. You'll basically get your fire pit, and then, or your campfire rather, and then your walker. You want to get those three essentials first, and then what you could do, which is awesome, if you see right next to my character, you can either use your walker once you've built it, open the storage to it, and you could pack structures on it. So let's go into the storage. Now, if you look here, it says once you build your walker and everything, and you're online, you could store water in your walker to go to different instances, and precious cargo, and then you can upgrade your walker as you go uh, through the tiers. Now, I'm not sure how many tiers there are yet, but we'll figure it out tonight. Now, you'll have cargo on the left-hand side, and then upgrades on the right-hand side. Now, we've got a Tier 1 cargo, Tier 1 water, Tier 1 hatch. We have a few more things. The categories that you can upgrade on the walkers are cargo, water, hatch, armor, mobility, and then the torque. So, those are just kind of the beginning basics of it. What you'll be doing is going through the land, collecting these mats in order to survive, and then do PvP and kind of take over monumental locations to get the proper resources that you deem important. So let's look here, and those are the basics. survive, build a walker, start to go through your tech trees, and then that's pretty much what you need to do in the beginning of Last Oasis. Now, like I'll show you those tech trees one more time. And remember, you're not going to be able to go into each one of these all the way. So if you got a team or a clan that you start with, you're going to need multiple people to learn different pieces of the tech tree. So you need somebody who's going to be maining in construction, crafting, equipment, vitamins, and walker. So keep that in mind when you start with your friends. It's a very intuitive system. It's very user-friendly. There's nothing hard about it yet. The hardest part was gathering the mats, and how you gather these mats are basically by traveling around and finding them on the ground or using tools to gather them. So it's like any other open world survival game. Now remember, while you're gathering your materials, you can get wrecked. But the good thing is about this game that I've noticed so far is the walkers that you get. You can actually log off with your walker out of the instance with your friends and be safe. So there is that option so you don't get raided while you're offline. Now these walkers do count as a base. You can build them up to where they are massive. But just keep that in mind when you're logging off with your friends. You all log off at the same time and you can save your stuff. Now when you're online, it's, you know, your free game. And oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention too, you do have a weight limit on these walkers, so you can't just go and farm crazy. You have to eventually start crafting things. Oh, what? What is this? But and that's pretty the roundabout basics of Last Oasis. If I forgot anything or I missed anything, you could always, you know, comment below and let me know. Here's our cooking pot. Well, our campfire. You just put wood in it like so, and then you could melt down some cactus for some water. We're just gonna smelt this down real quick, and this is how you get your water. Now, you do have your stamina bar, which is green as well, and then your health bar, which is red, and then how much water you have until you become dehydrated and die. So, watch out. Alright, we're gonna store this in here, and with the mouse wheel you can choose what you want to do with the walker. You either use it, open the storage, or pack your structures in it. Right now we're just using it as a little smelting station, which is awesome. Then we'll go to here. Whoop, you don't want to attack it. Then we need, in order to travel with the walker to a different instance, you need a certain amount of water. So keep that in mind as well as a basic. Now your water bottle that you craft in the beginning can only hold 5, and that's what you got to use to actually transfer over the water into your walker. So it's kind of timely, but it's okay.
Adversary you cannot beat. Remember the grappling hook bolted to your arm and take flight. It is a nomad's greatest weapon.
Yes. And now also with the commentator decided to interrupt me and say is you do have a grappling hook that you have to repair in the beginning. Once you become a more advanced nomad, the grappling hook is used for many things. Attaching to other people's walkers, meaning you can grapple to it sling up onto it and PvP them and take their stuff. You can drag a walker with it. You can also go up to high areas of the map that you usually wouldn't be able to build on. So these are all pretty fun tools that you can get in the beginning. Ooh, level 12, baby. You do also, for your character, have stats that you can go into. Those stats, hold on, let me get to it real quick. So I can show you. Those stats are damage, health, stamina, and mobility. As you farm and get experience points, you're also going to be able to upgrade each one. Now, it's up to you to customize your own character and deem what is necessary for you to survive in the Last Oasis, or Last Oasis. So, we're gonna go into more mobility. Stam. Some health. I want to go damage heavy on this guy. And then you also have your walkers crafting. These are all the different types of walkers you can get. It is pretty legit. These are all of them. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. So the Titan being the biggest. So yeah, and these things are walking fortresses. So don't underestimate them. And that is exactly what you get when you start playing Last Oasis. If you're checking this out in video form, obviously if I missed anything, just let me know. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about the game. You can definitely stop by the stream and also check this out. So this is the Last Oasis, and we're getting ready to go to Pound Town inside of